right. Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome to episode number 187 of the Unknown Games podcast. We are here for a moment in time memorial. We're going to pour one out for a lost member of the gaming community.
This is disrespectful.
E3 is gone. This is our follow-up episode after the news of E3 kind of being gone forever this time, not coming back until maybe 20 years from now when something magical happens and they can
like when
money.
they try to bring back G3 or whatever.
You know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen eventually. That voice you just heard is my co-host Alex. Man, what's up? How's it going?
Good. Yeah, it's good. Happy holidays, almost. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like when do you guys, like, not you guys, when do North Americans, when do we typically stop working? It's in a few more days, right? Like, not quite right now, but
it's supposed to be around the 23rd, 24th,
that's like when people
25th.
are like, almost happy holidays, you know.
Almost.
But, yeah.
Basically in like 2 days.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Basically.
Not 2 days, like 5.
Well, like half a week kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is basically the last week for working.
I think so. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, this is like, well, for when Friday rolls around, I think people will be taking time off for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Friday's the 22nd. Yeah.
You guys have the thing where like your coworker just basically stop, trying to work.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
They just stop working.
That's like everyone though. Like, you know, when you're about to take a bunch of days off and it's like the last 2 hours, even the last day, you're just like,
you're just like checked out.
I don't think I care anymore. Yeah.
That's just the way it is. And of course, the voice you heard over there chiming in over here about the holidays, just formerly glazed up on Twitter. Actually, I can't remember. One Piece Glazer. That was it, right?
It's a good name.
I made some deals to make that happen. You know,
This
I
man.
made some Backstreet deals to make that happen.
Backstreet deals?
You're advertising on X now, basically, is what happened.
You're
like,
advertising.
I'll advertise. I'll do it.
Yeah. How are you doing, man? And what do you all do in like Indonesia for this time of year? Is there anything with Christmas or is it just
basically like kids are already done with school, and then adult basically just they're going to work, but nothing is being worked at. It's just like formality.
Yeah.
Formality wise, they go to work, and then we probably stop working during the 20th or the 21st. I think.
Oh wow!
And
That's
then
good.
until the next year.
New Year's,
if I'm not
man.
mistaken.
Until what time next year though? Yeah, you just kind of.
It's probably like the first week.
Oh, so you have like 2 weeks off, kind of give or take, kind of thing.
2 weeks off. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, New Year's is always that time where I feel like there should be more. Like I always felt like growing up there was more time off, but really it's like
it's only like 2 days, dude. Yeah, like in North America, it's Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then like the Jan 1st, I think, is actually not holiday back home, right?
I think it's just whatever New Year's Day is.
Here's the question: when the last time you guys went out for New Year's?
For a party? For a
when
party?
the last time? Yeah, for a party. Like
I think like
going
before university, even, honestly. Like I don't. Yeah.
I think I've only done one party here in Japan. It was like a home party thing, but like honestly, no, I don't think I've ever. Like, hey, happy New Year's party! Oh my god,
New Year's is such a different vibe in Japan than it is anywhere else.
Because it's like a family holiday.
It's like our
Christmas.
Thanksgiving. It's like Christmas or something. Yeah. It's so chill. Like people don't. Yeah.
Every time I go out during the New Year, I always be stuck in the traffic jam for like until 7 a.m. So
that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I really don't like going out New Year.
There's certain things you don't do is New Year's or back home, any holidays in general, right? You kind of avoid traveling because it's just going to set you up for
stay at home.
Just stay at home.
Stay home.
Well, E3 is going to be staying at home. I try to make these
house
transitions. House arrest.
No, that was bad, dude. Yeah, that was awful.
So the ESA came out and they just said on Twitter or X, formerly Twitter.
You mean Like Twitter, aka currently X, because everyone still calls it Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ESA just say like, yeah, after more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. Over
Good game, well
30
played.
Damn.
million
They got
views.
the alt yeller treatment.
They
This guy
did.
put out back. Put
They
out
got
mean,
the Outback and
Yeah.
shot him with a shotgun.
I guess the better statement that they wanted to put out in terms of like, you know, like here's a little bit more details, not really more, but after more than 2 decades of serving as a central showcase for the video game industry, ESA has decided to end E3. ESA remains focused on advocating for ESA member companies and the industry workforce who fuel positive cultural and economic impact every day. Well, yeah.
To be honest, like, is anyone surprised? Like, everyone
No.
probably like, yeah.
No, I mean,
We
this
probably
is this
already,
number
like,
3?
see this like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I
Was
think
this-
it was like it was dead to everyone like 2-3 years ago, and now it's just officially dead.
It's
kind of thing.
officially dead. I feel like we've gone through a few phases of E3 dying. We had the early phase in like 2010 or 2007. It's whenever they moved from their normal location and they had it in like a
Whenever,
freaking
like-
hangar and people could come,
Yeah.
like the public could come, and that failed. That was the
Mhm.
first time of like, this maybe it's not as good as it could be. Like,
I think they had the weird one where it was like outside.
yeah,
on,
it was in a
like-
hangar. It was in a hangar. It was
Didn't
funny.
like Sony have like one in the barn or something?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just, like,
that's yeah. They had like a
Sony,
weird. They had a weird year where there was like I want to say it was like on a boardwalk or something like that. Like it was super spread out over a couple days and stuff.
Sony and Microsoft. I think they had theirs in like different locations.
It was
as
the
opposed
year-
to being in a more.
It was the year when the head of Xbox was about to launch the Xbox One,
Yeah,
and that was
yeah.
when it was still like you had to be online all the time for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they
what a
had like
moment.
yeah, there's a big like
I think that's
backlash against it, and then he
Yeah,
went
people
out.
were pissed.
Yeah, and then in an interview, I think the head of Xbox at the time was just like, "We still have an Xbox for those people. It's called the Xbox 360."
360.
And like everyone like took
Was
that
like, no.
so poorly. Yeah.
I mean, I think
It was
I-
like the stupidest decision they could ever done for like, you know, exchanging this. You need to be online. That's,
Yeah, or you had to
that's-
like.
that's-
no,
that's
you
the
had to be
craziest stuff.
online to verify the disc to then. So you had
Oh,
to
yeah,
stay
yeah,
on.
you're
So
right.
you had to have an online connection, not
Yeah.
necessarily to play the game. Literally, you had to. Like it wasn't concurrent, right? But you know.
And then there was the fear that they would make it so you could never sell your game or give it away or lend it because like there was like DRM on that game, and then Sony clapped back with their infamous how-to video.
The
Yeah,
infamous,
it's like
how do you share?
how do you
where-
share a
How do
game?
you-
Yeah,
Let me pull-
And
I can
just
pull
a
I
guy
can pull that
passing
up.
around.
yeah,
really
just giving him
quickly.
the game. Yeah.
Honestly,
But
that
I
was
also,
like actually
yeah,
hold
what
up.
was I
Let's
supposed to say?
let's break real quick. Okay, so we'll go over our memories of E3. Who wants to go first? There we go. We put it over
Okay.
or your top thing or whatever.
Eh,
Yeah.
you can go first. I already have one in mind. It's super short, so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, it's you. It's a his turn. It's a his turn.
It's me.
Yeah, man. go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have anything like on my mind yet.
Oh, really? Okay. So I
Yeah.
have one. The biggest one that I have is the infamous Konami press conference from I think it's like 2010.
2010. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is back when yeah, E3. I don't know. That was weird. So they announced Konami had a press conference where they announced like some DDR game and like Never Dead and 99 Nights 2, and that was probably the biggest one. That was the most infamous one. They had the producer come on stage.
Yeah.
And this press conference was bizarre because they like it was full of jokes and skits, and like none of the jokes landed. Like none of the jokes landed. And it's at the time it was like really cringeworthy. It still is cringeworthy, but it's like legendarily funny now, right? Where like the biggest most memorable quote was when for 99 Nights they go on stage and he's like, you you will be sucked. If you press XXX YYY XXX YYY, you will be sucked.
I've got the clip pulled up.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'll let him. He'll say it in his own words, for people can hear. Let's see.
I know.
If you just continue to press the same button like X, 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 and Y, 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 and X, X, and Y, Y, Y again, you'll be sucked.
It doesn't make any sense. But I mean, for the most part, this dude did speak majority English.
He did. To his credit.
To his credit. I don't know how I was at the 8-4 like picnic and sat next to this dude.
He was there.
Yeah. I because I didn't know what on earth
Who he was,
and he was like, he kind of joked about it, or like being kind of infamous about something. I was like, oh, I guess I don't know, because this is back when, like, for E3, like you had the big three conferences, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, and those are where like most people kind of focus. That's where I always watched. And then you always had, even today now, you have like EA. Yeah, Konami,
Sega.
Square, Sega, all that stuff was just on a separate stage. Well, not stage. They just did their own thing at a different place, and it was so business-like. Some years E3 is like, it was really nice because consoles were unveiled or like cool hype games were there. And then other years, like even during that, you just had like a lull because it wasn't meant for us to watch. Like the Game Award is like, here, have some trailers. It's for you gamers. This was like for, business people, really.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the whole it's a trade show. That's actually what it is. It's a trade show. So
TGS is a trade show technically, right?
But at least we don't have to hear this year Sony sold X amount of PlayStations. And we're like, no one cares.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then our profits went up by this, and then we did this too. And they always had like just something you don't care about, or was just a thing, like Connect. I'm sorry.
The Switch is selling for 100 million units or something.
Yes. Yeah.
Every year. It's just crazy number for the Switch. It's insane how much it's selling since 2017.
Gosh, and the Wii too.
Selling.
Fudge.
Yeah, Wii.
I mean,
I know the PS4 is still like selling there too, and the 3DS for some reason, and Vita. Holy shit! Yeah, there's some sell there.
That's good stuff. Yeah, that was my favorite moment for E3. It was just like, it's so weird. I mean, if I had to pick one, that was the one moment, because the whole conference was just like so bizarre. It was like the tone shift was like so weird, and it was funny, but like awkwardly funny. It's just like a room of bad jokes, and you're laughing kind of like at the comic instead of like with the comic. Yeah. But putting that aside, I mean, there's so many good moments for E3, honestly. When Sony announced the PS3, that's also legendary.
That was
the price was one
$5.99, motherfucker.
Yeah, and then like Ridge Racer, and then also motherfucking giant enemy crabs.
And
that's good.
That was a Genji.
Genji, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the demo too for that
my
game.
My body's ready.
My body's ready. Yeah, from Nintendo, right? Fuck, there's actually a lot of moments.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, for the PS3, I remember that one the most because, like, I just remember we got the Final Fantasy VII tech demo. Technical trailer
that started
tease.
Man.
One day
everyone's like, I want to play that game, and Square's like, no, that's just a demo. It's just a demo.
It's just
guys.
a tech demo. It's
I
never
want
happened.
to play that game though. I'm like, no, guys, gotta ignore that. And then finally Square's like, fine, we'll make your fucking Final Fantasy game.
I would say my favorite thing is the Final Fantasy VII remake reveal. Then
that was really that was good. It was a good.
That was good. That was good.
Moment.
I think that E3 you had remake, and you also had Shenmue 3 coming back. was that it was like the same? Yeah, it was like Shenmue, and people were like, oh my god, Shenmue.
Only for Shenmue 3. Like, look at Shenmue 3. No offense to Shenmue 3, but like, I don't think that game did gangbusters.
No,
right?
it did not.
Like,
it did not do well, but Shenmue
it was free from Epic Game for a while.
I think I own it.
I have Shenmue. The hell? Okay.
Yeah. I think I own it actually. Yeah.
I'll play Shenmue 3.
But I mean,
Thanks,
I guess
Tim Sweeney.
I guess.
Wait, hold on. Isn't Shenmue 3 Kickstarter?
Yes,
It was, yes.
I
It
remember
was.
it being. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was
Oh,
Kickstarter, and then it became funded partially by Sony, and also I don't know how Epic got in there, but I guess Epic also had
I think
some
it was like a
hand too.
publishing deal because they're like,
Yeah.
we'll give you money or something like that. I think Shenmue 3, but a little off topic, but Shenmue 3 in itself is a miracle because like Sega owns Shenmue, right? But they had
Yeah.
nothing to do with Shenmue 3. So they were just
Yeah, they
like,
didn't.
they're like, can we make Shenmue 3? And the Sega's like, yeah, I guess, whatever. We're not sure, go for it.
Would you say that the Like a Dragon series basically replaced the place of Senmu in like,
For Sega?
lineup?
For
Yeah, for Sega.
That's a
Shenmue
very good
was
question. That's a
dead,
very good question,
If we
yeah.
I
really
feel
think
like
about it,
I feel like it replaced it. Basically, like this is us
It-
now. This
it
is our
didn't-
Senmu now.
it didn't.
I mean, it's inspired out. If you go back and play Shenmue now, you're like, you can see the spiritual connection.
Yeah, yeah.
But in terms of tone, the games are so different.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
definitely different.
I don't know if it's like a successor.
Especially the combat.
Yeah, especially the combat. But they were probably just like, we want to do something like Shenmue, but like make it, I don't know, wacky, I guess. And that's
Fun.
how we,
Shenmue
yeah,
was
and make it
kind
fun.
of
Yeah.
a little wacky, but it was
Yeah.
a life sim in a way, right? And one of the first, like back then, of course, it was one of the first open world games, like for that
Yeah.
kind of type of game. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows if it replaced it for them? Because by the time Yakuza really was kind of doing its thing, Shenmue had been dead. It's dead.
Shenmue 2 was on Xbox, yeah, and
Yeah,
Dreamcast.
Shenmue 2 was.
So it got switched off, I think. Right?
Yeah. Three only came about because I guess Yu Suzuki really wanted to. I mean, the story never finished. That was the whole point. That's
It's still unfinished. Spoiler alert.
It's
It's
still
still not
unfinished.
done. It's still not done. Yes. I don't know if you knew that. It's still not done.
It'll never be done then, right? It's just never gonna be done.
I don't know. So they're like, they had the chance. Like, I mean, okay. They were like, we can finally finish the game. We can finish the story. And then they're like, should we finish it? Like, nah, Shenmue 4, baby.
The budget they asked for 3 was like a ton of money actually that they.
It's not, story's not done. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Now we're in another fucking like 20 years. Like Shenmue 4 on Kickstarter. I don't know.
Kickstarter.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, what were we talking about? Fucking,
We're talking about
my
E3.
body's ready.
Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk was also
That was,
good.
yeah.
I like that too.
Was that E3 or was that
That was
another
E3.
conference?
It was
That
E3.
was an
It
E3.
was
Oh, wow,
Xbox
really?
E3. It was
Damn.
Xbox E3.
E3 gave us some good moments. I think last episode we talked about the whole party chat thing of people demoing stuff, and there's like
Oh yeah.
the fake party chat.
There's a lot of that in E3.
At one
The,
point,
I
that
think,
was
like,
Ubisoft.
Diffusion,
Ubisoft was
Diffusion,
yes.
yeah.
Ubisoft was on that junk too much.
Oh wait, who is it when they
Ubisoft.
announced
Like,
Peggle
Rainbow
2?
Six Siege also have it.
Oh no, Peggle 2 was also E3, right?
Peggle
Oh,
was
yeah,
a whole E3. I think EA technically is Peggle, right?
Where that guy like walks on stage, says Peggle 2, and then walks off.
I don't
Remember that?
I don't remember
Uh,
that.
Can you? Am I dreaming this? Did I
You can
fucking?
send that
Is
to
it
me.
a fever dream?
Oh,
I'll
Dude.
never forget what do you call it, the Connect thing where they had the Connect. I always just remember that little girl coming on stage and like there was like, oh, you can name the tiger.
Oh
It's
yeah,
Skittles.
yeah,
Because I was just so bored at that point. I'm like, what the fudge?
Yeah.
Microsoft, what are you giving? What are you doing here?
Okay, so I didn't dream it. It's real.
Do you ever think like the Kinect was gonna work? I thought like for the longest time this is gonna be like the
And
new big thing.
You know the crazy
I-
thing is
I
people
thought
still
was
use
gonna
it.
be the new big thing.
It's still
Yeah.
used for tracking. Like it's still.
Yeah, I
still-
Connect. I think there was a second version for Xbox One, right? I believe
There was a Connect
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
Xbox. No, Connect is 360, and then there was the better version for Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
Xbox force you to have them. Like they are built in the system now. I forgot which Xbox is that though. I think like one. I think
Was it
only
one?
one.
I think it might
Probably
have been.
only one.
I think that was the whole
Yeah.
thing, right? It was always going to be online, and they could just.
It was
watch
supposed
you.
to be like,
You could
yeah,
just watch it,
Microsoft
right?
had a huge.
You need to scan your face or something.
Yeah, they had a. I think they really went all in on Connect that initially because they turned it off later. I think I believe, but the Xbox One was meant to be your entertainment hub.
Your
you
hub,
could
yeah.
you could plug in like your
Yeah.
satellite box or cable box to your Xbox, so that
was
when
a
you sat down
DVR.
on a couch, yeah,
Oh,
when you sat down on your
on the
couch,
reveal.
and you're
They
like
didn't show any game at all. Oh my
for
god, I
for
forgot
Peggle
about
2.
that. Oh, no. I mean the Xbox One. They didn't even
No,
reveal
Yeah.
any game at
yeah.
all. They only show the console and that's it. And this is the entertainment hub, and you can connect it to the TV.
Yeah,
and
like
which-
you were able to like watch TV through your Xbox. They wanted you to turn that on.
Which
Yeah.
where they were kind of going at that
Amazing.
point, or where most of them were kind of going, I guess.
I
like-
think everyone backed off, right? Because like,
yeah,
well, now
everyone backed
and-
off of.
Well, because
it
it's like
being
all
a
Netflix,
media
all
hub.
Netflix and shit now. Yeah, but
Exactly, and that's
Yeah.
and then we became the Game Pass. You know, they became Game Pass after that. Years later.
Yeah,
Years and years.
definitely that's the Xbox's like Microsoft's like bad years. I would say, right? When they kind
But
of
they had but they-
Xbox One is basically weird years for Microsoft.
but 360
honestly.
freaking like owned it, man. Like
360
yeah,
I think they-
360
yeah.
destroyed PS3.
yeah, but I think Xbox was just like we got this in the bag, boys.
they got it. Yeah, I mean
And
the
then
first.
They was too relaxed, probably.
and they fucked it. They fucked it up. They fucked up the launch so hard that Sony was like, all right, now we can do this. And then
We
yeah,
own this. Yeah.
I mean, we got from that. I'll never forget like the in the interest of time, that Infinity Ward we always do with Call of Duty. That's like where that started. You know.
were they to
They would show like, you know, the Call of Duty story mission or whatever, but it was so long in the interest of time, we'll kind of skip it. And then people started doing that for just to follow up. But I remember those. And then like Halo was like Halo 2 and like Peter Moore walking out with like tattoos on his arm for like Grand Theft Auto and Halo. And that's like part of the conference. Like, what? Why are you showing
Peter
us
Moore's a
tattoos?
great dude though. He was
was
at
good, though.
Sega, you know. He was at Sega.
I think he was Sega, EA, Microsoft, right?
Yeah,
or Sega,
he
Microsoft,
really-
EA. Yeah.
He's done the rounds. He just needs to go over to like Konami for a little bit or something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyone needs to go over to Konami, but Konami's a family business, if I'm correct, right? It's like
You
Capcom. It's a
serious?
family business. I think it
What?
is. I think Konami is a family business
Like in Japan, like owned by family.
in Japan. Yeah, it's like
What's so fucked up?
one of those family deals.
I mean, well, they fucking.
I don't know, look it up.
Sell
Think it
Metal
might
Gear
be.
Solid to Sony, please. Can they sell MGS to Sony so Sony can just be like, okay, we'll make MGS games again?
I mean, if they wanted to, yeah, I
I mean,
assume
I'd probably
maybe.
don't want to,
I
but
don't
yeah.
know. They still have Delta coming out, so I guess they'll be. Yeah. What are some other moments? I mean, I pulled up some online where we just have like. Does anyone remember the Wii Music stuff?
I do. They played there's a weird band, but it
The-
was pretty weird. Yeah.
It was pretty bad. It was Miyamoto, but Miyamoto was cooking back then, man. Miyamoto was happy about those projects. Wii Music, Wii Sleep. Well, sleep wasn't a thing then, but
We
that was
sleep.
We sleep.
We
Why does that
sleep.
sound-
You sleep on your Wii thing, the yoga thing. What's it called?
we sleep.
Oh, there was the yoga mat thing. What was that thing
well,
called?
I forgot what it's called. It's for a Wii
The
Fit,
balance board.
definitely.
It's the balance board.
Balance board. Yeah.
The Wii balance board.
Man, I wish video game is still like that. Like,
Oh my
just
gosh, plastic
stupid gimmick
peripherals.
everywhere.
You know, if you
the last time we have like stupid, where it was the Labo, the Nintendo Labo. That thing was pretty stupid.
Oh, the cardboard
the
thing.
cardboard
Yeah.
thing, isn't that also VR or something? What was the
Yeah,
Oh,
there was a,
yeah,
there was a
weird, yeah.
VR kit. There was a robot kit and a VR kit, and you can basically buy them separately.
I forgot about that weird like robot kit thing.
Yeah,
Legitimately,
it
I
was
forgot.
weird.
Yeah.
that might have been an
It was
E3 as well, wasn't it? That was, yeah.
That might be.
That
yeah.
was 'cause the
Nintendo did
Switch
a lot of
was-
stuff in E3.
Nintendo, from everything I've heard, like, and to be honest, E3 was one of those magical things where it really did feel like kind of Christmas for games, because you had
it's
like
good for
consoles
games.
or trailers, but like the show floor booth, and this is why they don't do it anymore. It's too expensive for these companies. I mean, they could maybe, but I mean, Nintendo would do like full on replica, like Zelda little sets or things. You know, they really made it worth your time. The booths I heard were just always really, really awesome to kind of look at, more so than TGS. I
Yeah.
think TGS didn't really do it that much, but
It depends on the year. I think a couple years ago, Grand Blue Fantasy had a huge ass booth at TGS. And there was a one time when, I mean, the year before FF7 Remake came out, Square had the booth that looked like Midgard. That was kind of cool.
that was actually a good booth. I kind of wish
Yeah.
they would do it again, but I really do think like booths now just aren't. I don't think they'll do it like that
I
anymore.
feel like it's more corporized.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I was
is
at
that a word?
TGS
Corporized.
this year, and yeah, there weren't that many big booths, and with big publishers like Sony actually not being there, Nintendo not being there, Microsoft not being there.
That's what basically killed E3. I feel like when Sony decided to not go there anymore, that's basically where the dead timer, started running.
Yeah.
Why did Sony stop doing it? Because they were like, we're
I
so
don't
big.
know,
we
like,
Your
don't
favorite
need it.
Nintendo
Maybe, yeah.
stopped.
Nintendo stopped
did it-
first, right?
Nintendo started
stopped.
doing their directs.
Mhm.
And then everyone realized we don't need to do the stage. I think the last time Sony did theirs, I think was that Last of Us 2.
The barn.
It
Was
was
it
in
the
that
barn?
barn. Yep, it was in that
Yeah.
barn. And that
No,
was
there
the
was
last
the
one, I think,
the
right?
flute guy. You remember the flute guy, the
The
Japanese flute guy.
Flute guy?
Was that the last one? I just don't remember that it's for Ghost of Tsushima, I think.
Oh,
I don't remember.
You
I
know,
don't remember Flute guy.
there might have, because remember, E3 did come back one extra year.
Yeah, it's probably that.
It might have been that one weird, like, was that before, like, right before the pandemic? There's 1 year of E3 that actually happened, but it was.
Wait, never mind. The flute guy is the same year as The Last of Us because they have two locations,
okay.
the barn, and then they went into like the other location.
Yeah, because you had to go to.
Yeah.
Oh,
The barn is just for The Last of Us.
it was just
and
for
then
Last of Us.
The man, yeah. It was weird.
Sony had journalists. I mean, journalists every time I listen to a podcast are like, "We love E3. We hate everything we have to do for E3, but we love E3."
Mm.
It's too much coverage in 3 days.
Yeah,
of
I actually
walking
knew.
meetings. Yeah,
I knew a guy who worked on a game, and he said the run up to E3 was so tough and so unfun.
yeah,
Because they have to work so hard to get a vertical slice of the game that looks good and runs good and doesn't crash or whatever. And it was like so
Exactly.
much time constraint. And then and I think that the pressure was a lot for a lot of devs. And when Nintendo was like, we'll just announce this when we want to, when we're ready. And devs were just like, oh shit, that's so much better. Like we don't have to crunch, you know?
And
No,
sometimes
that's-
like the presentation kind of botched too. Remember the Uncharted 4 where the guy who was playing it didn't move for like 40 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It was like wow, he didn't move.
it's. I mean, there is that added pressure, like you said, and I mean, but you do have those magical moments, which. Like for me, like I said, PS3 was my magical moment. I was dumb enough to pay $800 for my PlayStation 3. I bought the insurance. I bought the
what
insurance. Insurance?
What
Look,
insurance?
In the days of Circuit City, which is no longer around, I camped out for my PS3 for like 2 days or something in the freezing cold
2 days.
with me and my friend. We were
Damn.
outside. There were only 6 PS3s at this store, 6 or 8. I think there were 6 60 gigs and like
2 of the 40 gigs.
2
or
of the
20
40
gigs,
gigs or
20
20
gigs.
gigs.
20,
I think it was
yeah.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were there. I was like, Mom, I don't ask to miss school often, actually ever. It's my last year of
I
school.
need to get this
but
video
I
game
need,
console.
Yeah, I kid you not. I had saved up. I did not eat school lunch for like 3 months or whatever. I just used all of my lunch money because I didn't have a job. I didn't have a part time.
How did you eat?
Sometimes my friends
At-
were like
at home.
gracious, but yeah, I would just eat at home. I would eat
Fuck,
breakfast and
man.
then like just save the lunch money. I did this for my PSP as well, not the camp out, but I tested
Save
this
your money.
beforehand. Yeah, but yeah, it was an awesome camp out. You know, it was 6 of us. You know, and we all became kind of like friends for that night or 2 nights. Chick-fil-A was a thing, and it was an awesome experience. But
It's
what's
still a
so
thing.
it still is a thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's still a
It
thing.
still is a
Yeah, the
thing.
company didn't go under or
It
anything,
didn't
but
go
yeah.
under. But I don't know. There was just something about when Sony showed it was honestly Final Fantasy versus 13/13 Fabulousness, whatever of crystals. All of those Final
and then
Fantasy
you have
games.
to wait
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like 10 years for
I got like super
Only for
hyped
half
over
the games to
that.
get canceled. Yeah.
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 And then like the FF7 thing. I don't know. I just got like oh, I can see this thing.
What
being
was
like,
the launch game for PS3? What did you get for that launch?
Lair, baby. Did you get Lair?
Oh, freaking Lair. No. Lair's the one game I want to get because after they patched the controls,
They made it playable.
darn 6-axis.
I know what I got. You can go first, bud, but I know what I got.
I think I got Fudge. What game did I get for it?
Apparently, it wasn't very good. If you don't
I remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
That wasn't a launch game, but yeah. Was it? No.
It was a launch. I think it was a launch game. I think it was a launch.
I gotta
game.
fucking look this up now.
Hold up, not.
Yeah, I'm like looking at this up.
It's 3. What did I get for my PS3 launch game?
Yeah, I'm searching for it too right now. Call of Duty 3. The hell?
Yeah. Oh, it was a launch. You're right. It was.
Oh,
a
it
launch.
was a launch,
Oh, I got.
yeah,
You know
you're
what?
right.
I got that for me and my friends, but it was Resistance: Fall of Man.
Oh, okay.
I got Resistance.
Oh yeah.
And I
Yeah.
remember like playing it on a CRT, no
It's not even
definition
HD.
TV. So like
Yeah.
back then, if you did that, like you couldn't read the font for games. Like
I know. Yeah, I know.
freaking small as heck.
It was pretty bad. I had the same problem too. When I first got my PS3, I was playing on a CRT. I didn't have an HD TV. And the menus, like the text was illegible. Like you could not read the text.
You can
Yeah.
barely read the text.
Yeah, it was
Um,
impossible.
Yeah, and I will say the one thing that was the year when Sony revealed all that. Like we had the fakest, and we see this to this day, right? This is why people have to put this is in game because fucking Killzone 2, man. I've had wallpapers of Killzone 2 on my PSP. Like I can't wait for this game to come out.
It was Killzone Shadowfall was my PS4 launch game that I bought.
Shadowfall was actually a good game though.
It was
I
a
think
good game,
honestly.
yeah.
Shadowfall was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
I think it's
I didn't remember anything
Killzone
about it though.
Shadowfall, and then there's
It was
like what was
good,
the
but I don't remember.
PSP one? That was Liberation. I think that's what that was called. It was actually really good,
Killzone
too.
Liberation. Yeah.
But that PS2 trailer or PS3 trailer, that fake PS3 trailer
For Killzone 2.
for
was it?
Killzone 2, like that and Motorstorm, that really got a lot of people like jazzed. But at the same time, once they found out it wasn't real, everyone said this is in-game footage from then
Was
on.
it even in game or was it completely fake? Like not
that
even
one
in game
was
engine.
that one was actually completely fake.
Completely fake. Not even in engine.
It
Just,
wasn't even in engine
Okay,
because they
wow.
had to get it. They just had to get something. Sony needed something there, so
They could have just been like
something
working on it. I mean, like in hindsight, they could have just been like working on it. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's why like people starting to like have like the teaser now. It's just the title.
Yeah,
And then
exactly. I think
already
so.
in the
Yeah,
title now.
I think so. Because there was people really started to hate that, so now we're just like, oh, we'll just say we're working on it. Like fucking Elder Scrolls 6. They're like, yeah, it's it's a thing. Yeah,
It's a thing.
We're working on
Elder
it.
Scrolls
Yeah.
6. People might
What's
see
the- see you in 2040.
What's the platinum Xbox game that was shown in E3? I forget the name. It looks
Scalebound?
good. Scalebound.
I got canceled,
Oh,
right?
that guy actually got
I wish
canceled.
that game is still real, dude.
You wish- what was the
I
whole
wish
thing
that
about
was still
Scalebound?
real.
That was also E3. Yeah, that was E3 as well.
Yeah, that was
Scalebound.
it.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Platinum okay? Speaking of Platinum, is Platinum okay? Or, like,
Platinum
I
is,
don't
I think
know.
Platinum is fine. I mean, Kamiya just left due to Kamiya wanting to leave.
He said that it's because of like company direction. He's not
Okay,
a
company
fan of the
direction,
company
yeah, he-
direction, and
yeah.
They technically opened up multiple studios. If we think about it, they have one in Osaka and they have their Tokyo thing. But yeah,
What was the
I don't
last-
think he got to do what he wanted to. Maybe
what was the last Platinum game you played?
I
Nier
booted up.
Automata.
Does Nier count though? Honest, like I know they like worked on it,
Nier-
but like
I
does
think
Nier
Nier
count?
counts.
Probably. Yeah. I mean Automata. I put Nier Automata.
You can count 16 at that.
Platinum, right?
You can count that one fight from 16 too. Then
Which
No,
fight?
no. Astral Chain, is that platinum?
Astro
Yeah.
Chain. That's
Astro
that's
Chain,
my
yeah.
last
Astro
game. That's,
Chain is
that's
my last
actually that's legitimate. Astro Chain was
Yeah.
good.
My
Legit.
last
Astro Chain was fun. Yeah.
Astral Train or any of your Bayonetta 2 or sorry 3.
I sh-
3 if
I
you
should
played
replay
3.
Astro Chain
I
actually.
think the last one I played was Beautiful 101 or Wonderful. Sorry, Wonderful.
Wonderful 101. You're thinking
Yeah.
of Beautiful Joe.
Astral Chain was sick,
Or
dude.
beautiful.
There's so many insult songs. Something deep inside you. Shit, dude.
I love
I want to
Astro-
play
I
that game again, yeah.
Yeah, I want to play Astro Chain again. Yeah, that game was good.
There
yeah,
needs to be a
that-
sequel about it.
I think Platinum is I think they're fine. I don't
Just
think
make
they're going-
Astral Chain 2 and you'll be fine.
Exactly. Just make Astro Chain 2. Yeah. It's like
I-
in there, do break in case of emergency glass.
I
Yeah.
guess I mean they'll make money from it. There we go. They'll make money from it. If
They also
anything,
have
they
like the Project Gigan, the Ultraman. Basically, like it's like Ultraman. It's based on Ultraman. But
I
like
think
something.
that was Kamiya's project that he not ever got
Oh
to
my
work
God.
on.
Oh
That's too
yeah.
bad.
I have a
Damn.
feeling because that was like the whole
It's like
Yeah.
Project Gigan or something. It's Project
Can't
Gigan.
remember.
project. Was it Project VVV or
No, it's like Project
GGG?
Gigan.
Was it? It was something. I thought there
No,
was
it's
3
like
letters.
Giant. I remember it's Giant though.
Gigant.
Gigan. Yeah.
I'm just making. I don't know.
Yeah,
How it's
we actually
pronounced,
talked.
but
I
yeah.
think we talked about this. Well, it was a while. It was a while back.
GG.
sometime
Yeah.
last year.
GG.
Yeah,
Giant
GG.
Hero.
Yeah.
Project GG Giant Hero action game by Platinum Games.
Yeah, I remember them G's for whatever.
I
reason.
hope I get to see that game someday.
I feel like that was his. I don't know. Well, hopefully one day we'll get to see it. Was there any game reveals from E3 that you all remember?
Kingdom
Stand
Hearts
up.
3.
Oh,
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hearts 3.
I
That coming from
don't-
that new school. Dang, that new
Yeah,
school.
I remember, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I was probably asleep when that happened.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I think mine was MGS 2. That was actually why I decided to buy Metal Gear. I had not played a Metal Gear game before that. I didn't even know what a Metal Gear was, but I was like,
Yeah.
You're like that
Freaking
game
looked
was
at
cool.
that-
Whatever that is. Though.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that trailer and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
dang. Back when Kojima had them extended trailers.
Yeah, I think at the time Kojima was really pushing what in-game cutscenes could be, so people were just really impressed at what that game looked like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he still does that to that day. I mean, now it's like to an extreme because the hardware caught up to his vision, so he's making the weirdest fucking trailers. But yeah,
He just had faces on a screen with maybe letters in their mouths. Dang. Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
the
that was
trailer?
it. Huh? Oh no, that was seriously for OD.
Jump Force
was-
was also revealed in E3.
oh man,
Wait, Jump Force was E3?
I thought it was.
Yeah,
a
it was
TGS.
Xbox.
I remember. I thought it was
No,
TGS.
it was Xbox. It was like Phil Spencer talked about we talked to the Japanese developer and this is what you come about and
What?
then it's like cut to the
Oh, he's
black
right.
screen.
It is fucking
The Jump
E3.
Force.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, he's right. He's right. It was E E3.
Does that mean
I
that
don't know, the first thing you see is like Luffy's or something. I forgot.
does that
The
does
first
that
thing you see
also-
is like their ship or something like that. Yeah.
Does that also mean that this was definitely before, but I do remember when they did their whole like Japan initiative. Xbox loves Japan and Japanese creators, so then we had
Oh yeah.
Blue Dragon and what was the Mistwalker one?
Lost Odyssey,
Lost Odyssey. Yeah.
which is a good game, by the way. That's a fantastic game.
I don't think is it still on Xbox technically? Like, because they have most of their stuff.
It's
like,
backwards compatible. So if you have an Xbox Series and you just own the disc, you can actually just play it. Like you can just put it in and play it.
Is it still on the store? I think
it still is on the store. It might be still on the store. It's a good game. So if you guys have an Xbox, any of you our listeners have an Xbox Series, play Lost Odyssey.
Oh,
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Yeah, if you have a Xbox, you can totally still buy it. $6.
It's honestly like Final Fantasy, just without the name Final Fantasy, because it's the same team. It's the same team. It's the same
creators,
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just couldn't make a Final Fantasy game, obviously, right? So they're like, let's make Lost Odyssey, and then
Make Lost Odyssey.
and that's what the game is. It's really good. Yeah.
We had Star Ocean the last up. They went in hard. Also, shout outs to Final Fantasy. Today apparently is the 36th anniversary since the first game was released on
36.
December 18th in Japan.
That's such a weird number to celebrate. They might as well just go every year then. 37, 38, 39.
I saw the tweets today and I'm like, oh okay, cool.
That's such a
Number
weird number to
36.
celebrate. Yeah, just go every year at that point.
Just go every year. There's no reason to. But I guess this is specifically for, well, yeah, just go every year. Where's it? Oh, you know what? Joker wasn't Joker revealed at E3?
No,
No,
that's
that
a Game
that was a
Award.
direct.
Game Award.
Or Game Awards? Oh, yeah.
No,
okay.
Game Award.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good one.
Oh, you're talking about Persona
was-
Joker.
For Persona Joker,
Persona
yeah.
Joker,
For
yeah.
I thought even the
Smash.
movie for some reason. I was like, I'm just having a really hard time. I'm like, wait, why? Why?
Yeah, it was E3. It was good times. I always wanted.
we went to memory lane.
I wanted to go. I don't know if anyone else wanted to.
At one point, I wanted to
Remember-
go, but now I can't.
Now
And
we
also, I
can't.
don't think I would. I've been to TGS.
You can
so,
forever.
yeah.
Remember that one year where LeBron James kid wanted to become a developer and then go into E3? But before he got to into E3, he got kidnapped into like digital space, and then they have to play
Are
basketball.
you just talking about
It's
Space
fucking-
Jam
Oh.
2? Yeah, I was gonna say like yeah, Space Jam 2.
I was like,
The-
wait, what the
That's the
fuck?
plot
I
of
was like,
Space
hold on. I was
The
like, wait,
further
what?
it kept going, I was like, this sounds like
And then you got
Space Jam.
kidnapped, and I was like,
remember
wait,
this.
you got
I
kidnapped?
That was the
remember
plot of
this.
Space Jam too.
Bro,
Yeah,
bro,
I
his
watched
game-
it for the first time this year, by the way. That was
I think
horrible.
I watched it last year. It wasn't that bad.
I've
Wasn't
never
that
seen
bad.
Space Jam 2, but I've seen Space Jam 1 a number of times.
It's definitely not Space Jam 1 level, but I think that once they started doing like the 3D stuff, I didn't like it. The 2D stuff was fun.
Yeah, it was
like,
weird. It was
I-
weird.
There's like a section of the movie I was like, I enjoy this. And there's a whole section like the beginning where it's just LeBron acting that you're like,
And,
what?
and then the ending, they went to E3. I just remember that the ending, they went to E3.
Dude, I feel if you did it, like, I can't tell if you're bullshitting me or not,
No,
honestly.
no,
Like, I
no.
really-
He's not lying. And who was that? The
Because
AI
like the
was
plot, he wants to become. Oh, the AI was Don Cheadle.
yeah, it was Don Cheadle. So War Machine was just talking to him the entire time.
Yeah, that's so weird, man.
The whole plot, LeBron James, he wanted to become a game developer, and then LeBron, no, you have to ball.
You have to play
like me,
basketball.
You have to play, yeah.
yeah.
And so
You have
he
to
made
play-
a
No son
basketball.
of mine will make video games.
So he makes a basketball game. He's like, hey, Dad, like, like, shoot, if you play ball on the court, you should be able to play it in the game too. But he can't. Like when they get transported, LeBron just really
He's
is bad
old.
at using all the because he's old. He can't use the power ups and
old.
stuff, and the kid's like dunking on him, like, "Yo, Dad, this is the new age of basketball. This is how we play now."
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember that. That's a perfect way to end E3, I guess, with LeBron James kid.
LeBron James kid. Who knows? Maybe he obviously
next-
he'll make a game one day.
what's the successor to most people for E3? Would it be Game Awards?
That's a Jeff Keighley thing, probably.
Yeah, so
think
Game Awards, right?
that's-
Or something else? Like what is the next E3? Like where do people put all their eggs in that announcement
Isn't like
basket?
Summer Game Fest basically that?
I think
Summer
so,
Game Fest.
but
It's
to
like
me
a-
at least
it's the
it's so
Game
much
Awards,
less.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's like for hypeness. I think it's Game Awards, right?
Yeah,
'Cause-
like during like Summer Game Fest, like Sony and Xbox just they also have their own conference too.
Mhm.
Like they
Yeah.
on direct during Summer Game Fest.
Yeah.
And of course, obviously Nintendo too. So I'm guessing like Summer Game Fest will probably do that, or Gamescom. But Gamescom is like
I mean,
I don't think like anything ever been revealed in
Of
like,
E3?
Gamescom does it actually good. Yeah, on that level.
I guess in terms of trade shows, it probably is Gamescom, then TGS, in terms of just like the actual physical show. But in terms of just like announcements, yeah, it's because Jeff does all three of them. He does Gamescom, he does Games Fest,
He
Summer
fucking
Games, and
like
he does
he
Game
stole the
Awards.
soul. He stole the soul of E3 and like absorbed it into his
Sanctum.
body. Yeah.
But
I feel like Jeff Keighley gonna have something in his mind like next year. Like he's gonna announce
He calls
like,
it E4.
the
E4,
the Jeff conference.
The
Jeff
Jeff
conference.
conference.
J3,
The
baby.
G3.
Oh no, G3. Shit.
G3.
Yeah,
Jeff
G3.
G3.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah.
yeah.
Do it. Jeff, if you're
But-
listening. Jeff. Hey, Jeff. If you're listening.
Jeff, if you're listening,
If you're listening,
you're definitely listening.
Don't cut us off. Don't cut us off early.
Yeah.
So
You should. That's very funny.
E3, may it rest in peace. I actually have a feeling it'll be back somehow.
In
somehow.
what way? In what form?
I don't everything comes back around. Everything comes back around.
Yeah, but like you'd have to get developers to agree to be publishers rather to be like, yeah, we'll do some announcements for this thing.
For the heck of it, it might happen. I mean, it really might. I don't know if it would be a console release or just like just for nostalgia purposes. I think they might, but it's like a one-time thing. That's it. It's like, you remember those days of E3? Well, we managed to actually, because remember, they actually the last year they got the Penny Arcade people to actually like set up and organize it.
PAX?
Yeah. That's who would actually they put in charge and like who would actually was going to run it. But
because they
of
already
course,
run packs, so they were just like, oh, we'll just turn it into E3. So
into
like
Ether, I guess.
E3
Yeah.
PAX edition, like
So it really is, yeah. If they can somehow convince people in the industry, the big companies, I almost feel like, Xbox the way they are right now, they would be fine. Sony is not fine with this. No, Sony is fucking Sony right now still. Nintendo is just, I mean, they have and they haven't. So we would, but you never know. You
yeah, I mean,
never
like
know. They
Sony's
have
on
to
top
get
of
all
the world
three.
right now in terms of console, like at least for this generation, right?
Well, as we go into the news from this, Sony is lost right now. They have lost their way because
What did
they
just,
don't know what to do with their live service games and their single player games, as The Last of Us Online has finally after like how many years was this multiplayer?
It was announced with Last of Us 2, I guess.
Yeah, so like 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
I think it's more than 2 years, right? 3?
But they
Also-
also have like that weird announcement where they basically announced that it's gonna be a standalone game.
This project, this live service game, essentially,
Oh, shit,
The
you're
Last
right.
of Us factions. They've officially decided that they're going to stop development on it for good, citing the main reason being like, we are a single player game studio, like we make single player games, but if we were to continue with this concept, this game that we've been working on, which we love so much, that we would have to put all of our studio resources into supporting post-content launch for years to come, severely impacting development on future single-player games, and essentially like not making single-player games. It was A or B for
It's
them.
basically,
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
So
Damn, dude. Yeah, you're right. It was announced 2016.
yeah, the weird thing about this is because Last of Us has like some pretty insane fans. This game had a community around it. There's actually like a community of people who like believe in this game. So it is something that did kind of like put a sting in it. The last thing we actually heard out of it was probably like last year when Sony acquired, or whenever Sony acquired Bungie. Bungie was supposed to kind of supervise Sony's live service games, quality check them, and they
because they bought Bungie. I forgot. Yeah.
So they made it to this game. They said, nah, this ain't it.
I guess it was just really hard to take whatever their concept was and turn it into a game service that people would enjoy long term. Because I think they did an online mode for Last of Us like one, right?
yeah.
If you remember that, and it was just like on the disc. It was like a thing you could choose in a menu, and it didn't like have legs, I would say, in terms of other multiplayer games. But it's not like they couldn't have done it. I think they really had big aspirations, and then someone up high was just like, this isn't gonna have long term appeal. We can't make.
They basically saw like the niche appeal during the remastered, like Last of Us remastered, and then see like, oh, people are actually playing this. Maybe we can make this into like money or something.
Yeah.
And then they decided to do that. But do you guys remember that Cyberpunk was about to have a multiplayer mode too, and then
did they officially cancel that? Did they kill it?
I mean, like the last Cyberpunk that is gonna be the last one.
It's the last one, period, right?
Yeah, I don't think it will come. It'll be. I think it's gonna be in the next Cyberpunk game.
Yeah. Okay. I feeling. I thought I was gonna talk about it actually too, but I have a feeling Cyberpunk Online for whatever thing would also get canceled.
The Orion project.
They might move it into the next game, or they'll just kill it, like because they're like, it's taking way too long, and we have to devote our resources to the next game.
Like the game right now, I cannot see like this game having
multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like apparently the third-person camera also like really broken.
It's fucked up.
Like,
yeah,
I cannot see like this game having multiplayer.
When they announced the multiplayer for Cyberpunk, I was like, is it gonna be like GTA Online where you just kind of fuck around? Like what?
We basically never have any news about it, so like it was weird, dude.
Yeah.
There was that time where games, like almost every game had to have multiplayer. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was like 360 time period, somewhere around there, but every game, for whatever reason, just had multiplayer modes.
Binary domain have multiplayer.
What was like the worst multiplayer mode? Like what was something that was like shoehorned in like so obviously?
Oh my god.
We do technically have Resident Evil 5 That's not a shoehorned multiplayer mode, but
That's
it's
just,
a
that's
whole
just co-op
game.
though. That's
It's a whole game of co-op
That's a co-op. Yeah.
for a game
Yeah.
series that didn't do
shouldn't
co-op.
have
yeah.
co-op.
Yeah. There was Army
But-
of One or Army of Two. Army of Two.
Oh man, I love that
Army of
game.
One.
It's so
I love
bad.
that game too, dude.
I love that game. It's so bad.
It's
It's
so
so.
bad.
Do you play the second the sequel?
I
There
did.
was a
I played
sequel.
the
I
second
didn't-
game.
It was
yeah.
bad. It was worse than the first
I
one.
think
Yeah,
think
it's like
Ubisoft
awful.
Ubisoft had Kane and Lynch. That was a
Yeah,
series too.
Kaylin.
Like,
Yeah.
what the-
Shit, you're bringing back so many memories now. Like I
Technically,
forgot about
Uncharted.
that.
Uncharted has multiplayer as well.
It was like
Um,
kind of like it's like free like shooting. What's the word? Fucking
capture
yeah,
the
like,
flag or some.
yeah, like multiplayer mode, like
It
typical.
was fun though.
Yeah.
I played it on Chapter 4. I played on Chapter 4. It was fun
Yeah.
for a bit.
and
But I got
feel,
bored.
I feel like that's what maybe this game was started out as, is something similar to that, and then they just were like, oh, but then we can have it set in a city, and that city has events happening, and next thing you know, it looks like Division, but with Last of Us
Yeah.
clickers running around, and you're like, bro, Division's still going on apparently.
Yeah, it's
Division
still
2.
it's still alive. Yeah.
Maybe one of the most sleeper games out there. Still going. They never make a peep, but they're putting an update out sometime. Soon I saw.
Yeah, I got that game for free. Like I forgot when I got that game, but I have that game for free for some reason.
I had
Oh,
the
it's
first one
from
for free. They gave it away too for Black Friday this year as well. I just didn't log on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's another thing that's dead. But you know what's not dead? Tell him what ain't dead. Tell him,
One Piece. One Piece is so not that they are making a remake for it. The anime is not even done yet.
Wait, they're making a what?
The remake of One Piece is called The One Piece. So,
Which-
it's by Studio Wit. I was like,
Wait,
that's
they're making
crazy, man.
another anime?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
remake of One Piece, dude.
Boy, for what part of One Piece? Like what?
It's
So
from
far,
the
it's
start.
East Blue. It's from- So
Wait,
think of
what?
this as
Dragon
somewhat
Ball.
Kai. Dragon Ball
Yeah, it's
Kai.
like Dragon Ball
or-
Kai.
Brotherhood. I would say it's
Or
kind of Brotherhood.
like Brotherhood.
Or
okay.
Brotherhood. Well, Brotherhood.
What I want
okay.
is like they have to like change the story a bit. I want that to happen to One Piece. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's
I
my
like,
question: was the original? Because like I've watched it, but I've never read the original anime for those parts, or original manga for those parts.
One Piece.
Is it?
they
is
only
it
changed like the story. No, they changed the sequence of the story. So like
Okay.
in the manga, they started with Kid Luffy,
Mm.
but for like
Mm.
the anime, they started with like the barrel scene where Alfida. That's basically the first episode.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Because I
Yeah.
remember like Brotherhood was like some straight up. We had to like things were wrong, kind of almost.
So wait,
like,
wait. Is this
level.
is this like Brotherhood or is this like Kai?
This is. I feel like
They
it's more
haven't
Kai,
revealed anything about it.
but
they haven't revealed anything about
yeah.
it. Yeah. They only say it's gonna be a remake, and which studio is gonna be working on it, and which studio work on Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
What
well,
else?
part of Attack on
There's
Titan.
like a
Part
bunch
of
of
it.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Spy
a bunch of good
Family,
stuff,
Attack on
basically.
Titan, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vinland Saga. I have a weird feeling that they might bounce off of it as well. After 3 seasons, I have
What
a
do you mean?
feeling.
Oh, like Wit Studio will be like, I'm done working
Wit's
on
been
One
doing
Piece?
some,
Like,
like,
It's
they
gonna
do
be like
some-
a seasonal anime, definitely. It's not gonna
Yeah.
be like a continuously One Piece basically.
like the best
the
way to
usual One
look
Piece.
at what it might look like production wise is the JoJo's anime. So JoJo's is like how many episodes right now? 170, 160, like less, but it covers all of JoJo's almost.
Oh
practically.
yeah.
So
yeah, you're right.
instead
It's
of
probably
a
gonna be like
thousand,
JoJo.
instead of 1,000 episodes, you're actually
gonna
gonna
be
get
like-
probably
yeah.
100 and be good, like caught up.
like
Wano,
100 good episodes.
fucking Wano arc. I'm gonna finish it. I am, but it's 200 episodes. It is 200 episodes in arc for
200
this
episode.
arc.
It's ridiculous.
If you
You
go
just
back,
put it
I
in
mean,
a put it in a
It
playlist
is
and
the
just
greatest story. It is the greatest story of all time.
just like have it playing
Yeah,
like
just obviously
nonstop.
that.
Just put it on a playlist, put it on a tablet, and carry that with you.
but this is like I had to like look at other people, like their reaction to it, and like I read some of Eh's tweets, and I realized like you know what, like I will watch like a couple episodes. Probably, I think all of us original people will watch a couple episodes.
Yeah.
we might even
I'm
watch
excited
the full
about
season.
it.
It's cool.
I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's cool.
To
That
see
is
Like
cool.
more One Piece is gonna be bad.
I think for me, this is the perfect starting point. I can just start. I can just start
That's
One Piece
it.
now. You know what I mean? Like I can just watch it.
I can
yeah.
see
That is
how
it.
like this was being made when like
The live action.
because of live action, and then like people want to jump in. I feel like this is gonna be like the perfect starting point for
this
them.
is
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just
from
gonna
people who went
watch
from
the live action, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna watch the new anime then, because we finished the live action, right? And we're like, well, shit, should we start watching the anime now? Like, because there's so much story that we can, watch. But now that this is happening, I'm just gonna hold off a little bit, and I'm gonna just watch from episode 1 of this. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Of course, like
date at all or anything like that. But
No, probably next year.
Didn't they say it's gonna be like next year?
Is
I
it
don't know.
Probably
Let's see.
2024. Yeah.
I kind of want them to just like do a whole batch, just drop a whole batch of it. I wish
like
they could
Netflix style, like here's 100 episodes, baby, just binge.
like they'll do it in the sense that they'll give you the East Blue. So let's think of these. Probably each of these is 25 episodes. I want like a 75. I want it stocked. So like
a big ass dump. Like here you fucking go. Like,
yeah,
just-
because once you finish the live action, it's not going to go much further. And it's not going to be ready for the next live action unless they got some real good production sync going on here. If they can
that's a
do it
good
in
question,
tandem, that shit's going to be amazing. But I don't
they
think
might.
it's going to be in
Maybe
tandem.
they are. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Oh, speaking
Wow.
of the live action, Inaki Godo and Jacob, the guy who played Usopp, was in Jump Fest. They were
Fest?
with the original cast. They were cute with the original cast. That was cute. I like that.
That was going to make
Yeah,
me.
that was fun.
I should have gone just for that. But I don't actually think I could have gone to that stage because.
Don't you have to get like tickets for it, right? Like to win them, like to win the chance to win them, or
I think that they've, in past years, like recently, they've opened the super stage. So there is a section at the front, like half of it is, yes, you need those tickets. The other half is just like, here, you can walk in, stand wherever you find space to stand.
and that's not gonna be like super crowded.
It's super crowded. You'll be in the back. I've done that a couple years.
Okay.
So just in the back. You can still see the stage and like, you can still see what's on the projectors, but
they have
you're not
like
at the front.
they have like AR technology during like the One Piece segment. It was crazy, dude. It's like it's like a VTuber concert. I'm not gonna lie.
The only thing I
really?
was looking
Okay.
for was did Oda give us a timeline again? What's the updated timeline I had?
The what?
The
Oh yeah,
updated
I did.
timeline.
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything.
Yeah, I
He
didn't
just
see
said-
any news for.
No,
I
he
was
just
looking.
say that Egghead gonna be finished like next year, definitely 100%. And then he said that the crew gonna go to that island. He just said that the crew gonna go to that island
That
and then
island.
meet that person. Yeah.
What the fuck?
One was that like other like announcement too. Like they were hyping up the 25-year anniversary for the anime.
Shit,
Yeah.
man, that's
Another announcement. And then Hiroshi Kitadani and Maki Otsuki. Yeah. Maki Otsuki is for the new opening and ending. So
Which is-
basically the first
Didn't
back
he
to the
just
back to the
finish
first one.
singing the other one for like when they got into Wano? Was it One Dream?
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah,
that what it's
yeah.
called? I was like, he's
No.
back again? Was that him? That was him,
I
right?
forgot the name, dude.
I
Yeah,
forgot what
it
that
was him.
song.
It was him. It was
Ooh.
him.
It was fire.
It won. Yeah, it was good.
I can't. Every time he keeps going, I can't sing them. Like We Are is amazing because everyone can sing it. The other ones after that, he entered professional song mode because I can't go that high. But I love him. Ooh.
Yeah,
Anyways.
but that is not the most I'm hyped for like from Jump Fest. That's an announcement that I'm really hyped for. They are making a Hunter x Hunter full-fledged fighting game, and
Oh,
it's by
really?
18. Yeah, it's by 18, and
Whoa.
it's the developer of
What?
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and UFC 3.
And
Holy
DNF,
shit.
And DNF
Oh
Duel.
my
Don't
God,
forget DNF
damn,
Duel.
yeah.
Yeah, DNF Duel too.
But here's the
But
question.
yeah, I'm excited for it.
Is Ark going to be working on? So I was looking at Maximilian Dude's stream, and apparently the way that game DNF Duel was made, I didn't realize that Ark did so much on it outside of the system, outside of the actual system of like the combat. Everything else is Ark's.
It's 18 and Bushi Road.
Oh,
I don't
Bushi
think like
Road.
Ark
Road.
is. Yeah,
what
Bushi Road.
the hoo-haws? I mean, we love aiding, but Bushi Road.
I guess
what-
Bushi
what-
Road is just
publishing.
They did say
it.
it's
Breaking-
gonna be
breaking the
like
game,
full
yeah.
full-fledged fighting game. So I'm like confident it's not gonna be another arena fighter. I hope to God it's not a arena
They-
fighter.
it shouldn't be because aiding doesn't do.
It shouldn't be 18. Yeah.
Yeah, aiding doesn't do that.
But
The
yeah,
thing
that's
that we
the-
were
that's
looking
the
forward to was that One
exciting
Piece.
I'm hyped the most. Oh, One Piece.
Yeah, the
fighting
One
game.
Piece arc
it's
game.
never gonna
People want
happen,
it.
dude.
People want it, man. Forget Dragon Ball Fighters too.
I'm
People want that One Piece.
Well, maybe
part
like next
two.
year during One Piece Day, hopefully, dude.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's basically like the thing I'm excited the most for from Jump Fest. So that was like for a few announcements too, like Chainsaw Man movie, and then some other stuff. I don't care about.
There's so many like anime movies coming out. Like just in December alone, there's like a Spy Family movie in Japan, and
Yeah.
like
Mm.
what else there's there? Yeah, there's a lot of anime like movies now. Like it's a trend that's been going on.
Wow.
I'm not too surprised about Chainsaw Man.
Well, it looks like we'll have more info on the fighting game January 6th, so right after the new year. That's what it says. Maybe they'll do like
Jan
a
6th, huh? Yeah, okay.
they'll do like a
January
little
6th.
presentation or oh, it's at Bushi Road's New Year presentation 2024. Okay. So,
Bushimo.
That's
That's
Bushi,
why, like,
like Bushi
it-
Road is like new to games, right?
I
I
don't they
think like
technically
Bushi
do
are mostly
smartphone
like mobile game.
mobile games?
They
Oh
basically-
yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
mobile
Yeah,
game,
they do
yeah.
a lot of mobile stuff. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What if it's gonna be a fucking mobile game, dude? Okay, nah, I'm not gonna.
No, that's,
No,
that's
no.
monkey
No,
posh. That's
no.
monkey posh. Yeah.
I'm
No.
not gonna be pessimist about it, please.
No
no.
cursing.
Yeah. 18, like 18. Come on, save us
That's
18.
Put-
yeah,
Please aiding. Please help us.
please 18.
Please help us. Anyways, that's all we have for today. Thanks everyone for joining, of course. Alex, where can they find you on your socials?
I don't know. I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/root24. Yeah, I don't know. Follow me there. I don't really post on like Twitter too much, or X, I guess, but you know, I should. Maybe I should get back and just shit post. I don't know.
People are still on there. I still read it at least. I still read, so I don't post. I definitely don't post as much as I used to, but I still read. So I'll see your tweets. I mean X, your zeet,
My
your
Z.
zits. It almost is something. I'll see your
Zeet.
zits.
You see it?
Oh god. All right. Yeah.
The hell?
X. Sorry, gosh. Where can they find you?
They can find me at my Twitter. I'm not just gonna say X. At just Ehe. Hell yeah, I'm back, baby. I'm playing through Guardian of the Galaxy right now. I'm surprised it's actually really good.
It's good. Actually, good game.
It's actually a good game. It's made by the same team as Avengers game. I'm like, the hell?
Oh, the bad Avengers
Why
game.
is
Yeah.
this good? Yeah,
Why is this good?
Why
It's not
is
allowed
this
to be
good? Why is that bad? There's two
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
teams, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe like because like Guardian of the Galaxy more like linear story game.
That's
why.
probably why.
probably
It's really
helped them.
good. I'm not gonna lie.
That game, I watched it stream twice. I watched it stream so much that I, like, as much as I want to play it, I feel like I have played it, unfortunately. And there's like multiple
Yeah.
options and routes in that game. There are multiple routes.
Yeah,
But the
there was.
soundtrack is killer,
basically,
too.
Like it
Uh,
ended up going to the same place. It won the base narrative apparently.
Yeah,
Like
Best
during,
narrative.
Game
It's good.
Award.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Every character, it's like One Piece in that way. Every character gets their arc. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but every character somehow they made room, did justice. It's about family, everybody. It's about family.
Maybe the Vin Diesel sound clip for that. Yeah.
And you can follow me at Ninja Tricksta on either Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and also Twitch. Currently, I'm not really playing much. I haven't really felt like playing Tears of the Kingdom. I did finish Lords of the Fallen. So that's finally done. Had a pretty good time with that overall. Yesterday I did a Yakiniku stream. I was playing Yakiniku Simulator.
Simulator. Okay. Yeah.
And like for whatever reason, I got the urge to just go to a yakiniku place.
Is that what
So
you did?
Yeah, last night I just did a live stream from frying meat, and it was really delicious too. I kind of want to go back.
I guess I didn't know you were live streaming. You were IRL streaming from.
I was IRL
Yakiniku
streaming
place?
from a yakiniku place. Like the signal was kind of okay. I wanted to go at first, like check out like is it Gyukaku or whatever?
Yukaku, yeah.
But
yeah.
they wouldn't allow the filming. Like,
Oh,
or
you
just-
asked? You asked ahead of time?
Yeah. I just asked ahead of time because I didn't want to take my stuff out and already have ordered or something like that, or I
Yeah.
just wanted to save time. So
Yeah.
I found this other place that also a lot of places close at 10 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Damn,
this
I'm
place
kinda
was
hungry
open
now.
till 2 a.m. So I
Where
was
did
like,
you? Can you say? Where did you go? What was the name of the place?
What is the name? It's like the kanji at the end. It's like cheap and cheap, like next to each other.
Oh, I've been to that chain before. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think it's called Anan. I'm pretty sure.
on yeah.
Anyways, so you called them and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna live stream. Is that okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, whatever."
Oh well,
sure.
when I got to the door, I asked them, yeah, and they were like, yeah, as long as it doesn't affect other customers or anything like that. Yeah, you're cool. So I was like,
Oh, so you went to Gyukaku in person first,
in
and you're
person
like,
first, yeah,
and you're like, I'm gonna live stream, and they're like, no.
yeah, basically, and they were just like 4 minutes apart from each other. But that place, the Anan place, is in basement level 3.
B3, holy B3.
It's B3. So my
I'm
freaking
fucking
signal,
a dungeon, baby. Holy
I
shit.
was like, I was so surprised that the signal actually held the
signal worked?
entire
Yeah.
time for an hour.
wow.
It's a little patchy
That
here
is
and there
crazy.
for sure, but yeah, I had a good time. It's a real chill place. They were just blasting anime music the whole time too.
Oh, that sounds
I
cool.
want to go
yeah.
back.
Yeah. We should do it.
Yeah.
We should do a podcast.
We should stream. We should do
yeah,
an
we
IRL
should
stream.
do,
Yeah.
we should do it there.
We should do an IRL stream. Yeah.
New Year's stream. That's what we should do. We should do New Year's.
We
stream
should go
here.
to do Yakiniku
I'll be flying to Japan for that.
for this
Definitely.
Yakiniku stream. Yeah. We should do that.
All you can eat, Luffy. All you can eat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will catch you all next week. I think we'll try to do our game of the year show either next week or just like I think that's our
I think it's
typical
Christmas actually. I don't know. if you
Oh wait,
want
no,
to
never mind. It's Christmas Day. Never mind,
Maybe we
sorry.
can do it like Saturday or something.
Yeah,
Something like that,
Saturday.
yeah.
That way I can like invite, I don't know, Rat probably.
And we can do a big
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
There we go.
Is Soldat gonna be
Yeah, we can probably get Soul too.
in hell? Yeah.
Oh, I thought it Soul that gonna be in hell. I was like,
Is he
hell
gonna be in hell? Is he gonna be in
hell? Special trip just for that day. Yeah, we'll get that worked out. So, anyways, everyone, have a good one. Thanks so much for joining. If you want to spread the word, go ahead. Let your friends know.
Promote us.
Promote us. We want to be your number one. not your
Well,
number
let's get
two.
merch. We should get let's get some merch going,
What do you want? Like a
like t-shirts and mugs and
T-shirts?
shit. Yeah.
okay.
So
work that
make a T-shirt that is called Nintendo just in the front. It's just Nintendo.
All it says is Nintendo. I don't know. It's probably a bad idea.
You'll get sued hard.
It just says Nintendo,
It will be destroyed, dude. It will be extremely destroyed.
and below that Disney with the Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah.
Oh god. All right.